Right, I'm just going to join this Saturday Blitz marathon. It's just regular 3-minute Blitz, so I'll just play a few games in this. I won't be playing too many. I'm not going to be playing for the whole tournament when it's a 24-hour tournament, but I'll play a few games. So, we're playing 1825. Good luck. Let's drop back. Okay, plays up, so I'm going to drop the bishop back so my queen's got a square to come back over. Drop back down. Trade. Knight up. Now he can't take there because of the mate threat. He can play pawn or bishop up, which is what he's done. So knight over, hit the bishop. Okay, so it asks me to take the bishop, which I think I will do, and I'll castle. Okay, so I'm going to put the knight back and maybe bring it in over again. Just depends how attacking he wants to be. He wants to go forward. So I've actually got queen up now to pin a knight. Looks interesting, but I'll just play knight over, hit the queen. Now I'm going to kick the knight. So I think I'll just grab a pawn. Very difficult to win a position like this, of course. Now can I get a push forward done? Take, 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 take. Takes, takes. I'm going to double the rooks up while I get a chance to. Oops, try not to drop the bishop. So now do I push? Actually, I'm going to do that. So now I have to double up, otherwise he was threatening to take. Okay. I could actually go forward there. This is very tempting. I think he's made a mistake. I think he's allowed me to push on here, unless he's going to sack the exchange. So he's allowed me to push on now. Oh, well, now I can take and get the extra pawn, but I've got now 2 passes. Hold on, let's move this rook. Try and get the open file, just support the chain. Now, rook up is a mate threat. He just missed it, unlucky. My 2266, good luck, this will be a big step up in class. Now I might try and tempt him to take here and take with a g-pawn. Very tempting. Let's just develop. I think I'll just play a holding move. Okay, I'm going to drop the bishop back there. So he takes. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick to kingside castling. Okay, so I'll probably best move the queen, I think, here. Pawn up, he can just push. Dangerous square to put my queen on though. He's got like knight moves in. You can get the bishop potentially through. Okay, so I better take, I think, knight forward. Yeah, he does play knight forward. I think queen up. He grabs, so it's going to have to be the bishop. Okay. So bishop blocks, take, takes, he grabs the pawn, so I'm going to have to play up, but I run the risk of getting trapped now. He takes though. Okay, let's grab the bishop. He takes. Now, have I got any extra tricks here? Oh, takes. He moves. Now I'm going to take the pawn there, I think. Oh, he's just blundered. Wow, terrible blunder. Terrible blunder. He must have done a pre-move, but a very, very good win for me. Excellent. Right, 2002, good luck. Okay, just play up. I think I'll play and hit the bishop. Okay, so now I can push the pawn and try and give him a split pawn, an isolated pawn. Okay, he pushes. So let's support the bishop so the knight's free to move. Okay. Knight across is not a move. Knight over is he takes. Pin or knight in. He takes the bishop. So can I just grab the knight? Rook across. Actually, I like the idea of just taking the bishop more. This knight's still pinned, I could still take it next move anywhere. Double the rooks up. Right, so he comes forward. Okay, so I guess I'll just drop back. But now I've got the potential to get my rooks forward. He might just play a rook across and up to trade, he doesn't. So he's actually hitting the bishop there. So just drop the bishop right back. Okay, I missed that, well done. Hold on, if I take, check doesn't work. So let's step across. Now he just grabs the rook. Well done. So I'm just playing lost in this game, not playing well this morning, not sure why. I just chuck a pawn to the board, give the king a square, try and release my bishop. I mean, there's no point sitting back defending, I've got to go forward, it's the only option. Knight across and over if I can. The knight across, he's got rook down, but then I get bishop check. So rook across, I think I've got bishop check. But maybe he can block with a knight. So let's play the check. Can he get away with a knight block? Maybe. But now if I move my knight, his knight is pinned. So I hit the rook, hit the knight. Threaten to take the knight with a check. The knight is pinned there, he can't actually move it. Again, knight back might be better here. Hit the rook and knight. So now I can take with a check, and then I can move the knight. Right, so now I'm back in the game. So I'm a pawn down, but two pieces, so it's just bishop and knight against rook and pawn. Now I can actually play up there and cement the bishop. That looks better. Looks better than just taking and releasing his rook. I can take there. He clearly can't take because of back ranks. So let's just king across initially. I'm stopping his rook going here. So now he stopped going there as well. Okay, so let's just go after the pawn. Right, so now I've got to get active and go after his king. Oh, he grabs a pawn. That's gotta be a mistake. So I'm threatening check, back, check maybe. Depends what he does with this rook. He comes forward. So check, he can come across, but... Oh, 19 seconds, I haven't been looking at the clock. Wow. So I'm still threatening check. Hold on, rook check. I'm threatening rook check actually. Excellent, worked it out, excellent. Right, this will be a game of 3-minute blitz. Right, 2047, good luck. Okay, let's see if he's going to make a move. Okay, he does move. Let's drop the knight back and maybe come round. Okay, I'll double up some of his pawns. He does go with a g pawn, so this could get interesting having already castled. Let's play bishop up. He wants to go for an ultra strong attack, there's nothing wrong with that. So knight up. Don't know if I love that move. I'm going to play across and try and get that bishop off if I can. Actually, can I sack there potentially? Takes. If he takes with either queen up, how does he defend it? Ah, if I take, he takes the bishop. Take, he takes the bishop. I have to take, he takes the rook, but then I get knight up. I think this is playable. If he takes with either pawn, the idea is simply queen up. If he takes, I take with a queen anyway, followed by knight up. Now he's clearly seen the issue. Now does he find a solution? There might be something there that I haven't seen. So he pushes. So I can take. I can actually take here and hit the queen, but then he grabs the bishop. I've got queen up as well, but he just grabs the bishop, so I've got to take. If he takes the rook, I take a rook and hit the queen. So now I've got a dilemma. Do I go rook forward rather than drop him back? Oh, he grabs the rook, so I can take a rook and still hit the queen. Oh, but I'm going to lose the bishop. Then I've got check. I can grab a pawn and hit the queen. Take with a knight. Let's just take with a knight and look to simplify. So I've got the extra knight. So now can I get my rook and knight active? So rook across, queen up. Look to trade or grab a pawn. This is still dangerous, of course. Far from being won. Queen check pushes him to the corner, but then it invites his rook across, which is obviously what he wants. Oh, he's blundered. He's just dropped his rook. So now it really should be game over. I just have to make sure I don't horrifically blunder. So that's a very good win. Right, this will be another game of 3-minute blitz. So 20-40, good luck. Actually, let's go this one first. Let's bring a knight across. And he's still got knight down, hasn't he? Don't like queen there. This is slightly awkward. Queen up, rook across, queen back. Actually, I think I'll do that and drop the queen this way. Okay. So we're hitting the queen and we're hitting the knight twice. I wonder if he has queen down there. If I take, he takes the queen. If I take the queen, he takes, but yeah, then the rook hangs, so he doesn't have queen down. So maybe queen down to hit the knight. Ah, but then I can take and I'm still hitting the rook. He's doing the right thing though, he's using his time to try and find a move. But it might be a resignable position, let's just see. Yeah, he does play queen down. I thought I could just take here. If he takes, I take. If he takes, I take. Bishop down, I think I can just drop the knight back. Yeah, I can definitely take that. He comes up. Again, I can just take that and drop that knight back. And he goes with the queen. So let's make absolutely certain there's no back rank. Right, knight back. Okay. I could easily blunder a tactic in one of these positions. Let's try and be careful. Let's play knight forward. Looking for queen down to split the pieces. He plays up, so pawn up. Okay, let's just make sure the pawn's solid. So knight up, check. Not quite on. Yeah, it's not that easy. Let's hit the pawn, make room for the knight. Okay, so he's allowed to check. Of course, I'm very happy to trade if he grabs the knight, otherwise I'm threatening to move back. Oh, I've dropped one of my knights, so he can just take it. Oh, and he might have a repetition there, that's not good. Yeah, this is not quite gone to plan. Oh, and I'm down on the clock as well. So I've got to get this knight active quickly. I'm hitting the pawn twice. Threatening check and mate. Excellent. Right, 2055 I think that says, good luck. Oh, it's a little bit bright in here, I should have drawn the curtain in. Okay, knight forward, I think I'll just castle. Okay, do I want to sack a pawn there? Takes, takes, knight takes, queen up. No, it doesn't look right. So I think I'll just take. Let's drop back then, pressure the pawn. Okay. I'm going to play forward and maybe develop the bishop. Actually, let's go on the right diagonal then. I'm not going to try and go after that pawn anytime soon. I'm going to try and actually potentially free up the bishop. Now line up the diagonal, try and tie the knight down. Now at some point can I break? Okay, let's go forward. Okay, I'll take that one. Yeah, I don't want to push there. Actually, should I take with a queen there? Takes, knight d5. Maybe queen back looks alright. Tempted me to push, but then the knight gets a great square. Take, doesn't look so good. Actually, maybe bishop on the diagonal. Yeah, I'm going to put the bishop on the diagonal, just trying not to drop the rook though, because it's now not guarded. Again, I'm going a bit slow again, aren't I? A bit slow, well down on the clock. Okay, if takes, I might just take with a queen and simplify to an endgame. But I mustn't pre-move there, just in case my opponent blundered and took with a queen rather than the pawn, for instance. Yeah, I'm going to go to an endgame. Okay, plays forward. So I'll just throw in a holding move to give my king a square. Now I'm going to try and double up the rooks. So go forward. Okay. Knight across, cover the back square. Prepare to move the bishop and then get the knight in maybe. Okay. So I've just got to be careful of ideas like this. Maybe I can drop the bishop back. Might actually take. He does go across. So I'll drop back. Now his knight takes a threat. My king is definitely the more vulnerable of the two kings, isn't it? Definitely the more vulnerable. Okay, I'll look to trade that dangerous rook off if I can. Right, that dangerous rook's gone. So now try and bring the knight maybe in over, but where does it go if it comes in and it gets it? Okay, let's go back. Here goes safe, so try and get the back rank. Or maybe queen right across the board and then try and get the knight in at some point. I'm happy to go to an endgame if queen across. Wow, gets very aggressive. So take, knight takes. Oh jeez. It's allowed my knight in. Hit and hit. Oh, that's checkmate. Good win. Right, this is going to be a game of 3-minute blitz. So 2038, good luck. Okay, I'll take. Actually, what do I want to do? I'll go G3, I think. Wow, very bold move, okay. So he's inviting bishop up, so I might as well play it. So you have to trade the bishop. So take, take, take. So take, he takes, take. Oh, that's nifty, is it? Take, take. There is a pawn here though. Then take, take, up and hit the knight. He might get the pawn back, but I'm going to gamble here. It just looks interesting. It might be horrible, but it looks interesting, so I'm going to go for it. Obviously, if he takes this way, I pick up the rook. So take. If he grabs, I can take with a check and then I can play the rook up. So he plays queen down to support. Okay, now is there anything else like f4 rather than just taking back? I don't see it, so I'll grab. Castle's queen side. So now it's a case of where do I want the knight to go. I could still throw in f4 actually. It weakens this, but it helps to guard this. I'm going to do that. It might be a weakening move, but I'm going to risk it. And it's a case of where does my knight go. So let's bring the knight up. Okay, so he's lining up an attack. So do I tempt him? Bishop up, takes, takes, queen takes. Can't block. So let's just go cautiously and drop the knight back to support the pawn. Okay, now I'll go forward. I'm just going to push the pawn again if I get a chance, and I do get a chance. So he might be looking to come in and sack here. Takes, takes, then he can blast in again. So up, knight down. It's still risky for his king if he lets me take and take. Oh, he does take, wow. Okay. Let's develop a rook. And play queen up. So he's going to really have to bring a rook across. Then I'll go up and hit the pawn. Yeah, he does go for it, so he's going all in on the attack. The check he goes over. Takes isn't quite on. So he's got knight in as well. I'm going to throw the check in. I'm going to play rook up. So if he takes, I think I can take. Ooh. Yeah, he can't play rook across, can he? Because I just take. Oh, the clock. I'm 30 seconds down again. Been doing this a lot recently, getting down on time. Trouble is, have I not got enough pieces to actually attack with now? Let's try and open this up and get the rook across. Well, he's allowed that as well. So now there's an immediate mate threat. He's maybe got rook up this way. He goes across the other way. So I'm going to come back and try and get this pawn before it gets out of hand. But I've brought one of his rooks out of the attack. So check, he can block. Let's just grab the pawn while I can. Might not get another chance. But I'm kind of bogged down in the defence, aren't I? I don't see how I get another piece freed into the attack. So just drop back, threaten another check. Okay. Now he's bailed out of the attack, can I maybe go in for it? Let's threaten a check. I've no idea if it's actually any good or not, but I'm going to have to risk something here. Or maybe knight across and in. Yeah, he goes for it. I thought I had rook across as a defence here, because he's moved both rooks away. So knight over and knight in. Right, he still doesn't have a check, so I'm threatening to check and get the queen off. So now I'll sack. I've got a check. Okay, get the queen off, I'm well up on the clock. Just hit the knight. Excellent, very good win. Okay, nice attacking line, c4, trade, like knight up. So he's got queen down at some point, I guess, so I'll go cautious. The knight can come across, I can castle immediately, which I'm going to do. Bishop on the diagonal and try and push. Maybe he should have played pawn forward there to challenge that earlier. Okay, I'm very happy just to go into an endgame. Okay, just support. Now try and gain some space here, I think. Not going to be easy for either of us here. Again, let's just try and gain maximum space on the side where my king is. Now, have I got rook across there with a check idea? But he's got king down the other side. Could be awkward. Yeah, I was going to go that side, he stopped it. Well, what's wrong with this rook across? So I'm threatening a check. So he can't take that because of check. So I'm threatening to just grab a pawn. It's not that easy to defend. If he plays rook across, I can just grab the pawn. He still can't take immediately back. So he moves his rook, logical. So let's grab the pawn. It's got to be right to go forward now. If he grabs this pawn, I can check from behind. Otherwise, I'm hitting pawns both sides. I'm threatening to push. So let's push the pawn. King back, I can maybe come across. No, he just pushes his pawn and ignores it. So check, where does he go? I'm going to double the rooks up and go after queening my pawn. I don't mind if he takes this, I'll just check and push the king further away. Okay, doesn't even bother. So let's throw in a check and force him to commit one side or another. So he goes back. So I thought I could just try and run a pawn up the board now. The king can potentially come up. Do I want to take that? Rook down. If he grabs my pawn, I can't take. I've got to support the pawn first. But I'm threatening just to push again. I'm threatening just to grab the pawn for sure now. Okay, so now I have to come forward, but forward is where I want to go. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 moves he needs, so... Rook up, it's the same problem. Actually not that easy. Let's play up. So now I'm threatening a check and his king can't go up. So it's checkmate, excellent. Right, I'm going to play a game of 3-minute Blitz. Let's hope that the system is all working back to normal now after yesterday's server issues. So 21:03, good luck. I'll just play b3, bishop to b2, maybe bishop to a3. Let's just go to b2. Develop. Okay, just castle. So he plays up. I think I'll just play d4 here. Takes. Okay. Let's go with the knight. Now what do I want to take back with, queen or bishop? I think bishop makes logical sense. Threatening to just take the knight, of course. Has he got bishop takes there actually? Have I been a bit careless there? I think I was alright. Okay. I'm going to play knight up and try and target this pawn. Maybe queen up, rook across. So if takes, takes, knight takes, he takes the rook. Doesn't work initially, so let's develop the queen and develop the rook, I think. Okay, he plays rook over, logical. Actually, what about queen this way? Helps to guard against knight coming in, and I can Still play rook across, bishop supports my knight. So rook across. So now I am threatening to take potentially. Take, take, and just rook takes. And I think that wins a pawn. So he plays queen up, so have I still got the idea? Takes, bishop takes, knight takes, hitting the bishop, threatening a check. It's got to be playable, right? What am I missing? I think it's playable. So take, I'm threatening a take with a check, I'm threatening a check here. Okay. So I just take with a check. So I can grab a pawn, which I think looks logical, or I can take and double his pawns up. I'm already a pawn up. If I grab another pawn, it weakens another one. So it's got to be right to take the pawn. So he's played up. So now I can put the queen back and maybe trade. Or I can play rook forward. Rook forward with the intention of doubling up. No, I don't like that. I think I'm going to drop the queen back and now look to trade. So he comes forward. Okay, I don't want to get too negative here. So I'm going to lose one of the pawns. So I'm going to play queen back with a view to coming across. So I might end up swapping pawn for pawn. I'm still a pawn up if that happens. So I'd be quite pleased with that. So if I take, he gets rook across. Take with a queen, he can just take. Take with a pawn, rook across. Maybe queen down. Yeah, it gets my rook active, doesn't it? So let's just drop the queen back. Oh, my time advantage is largely gone now, though. My time advantage is largely gone here. So rook up to put pressure on the pawn. I'm going to play pawn up. Okay, I've got to drop back there. This is why you need a h3 or a g3 in. Just play g3. I've lost all my time advantage now. That was careless. Right, king off the back rank. I'm not worried about that pawn. Threatening checkmate there. Just take. That's a very good one, isn't it? Very good, excellent. $19.97, good luck. Forward. I think I can push there. here. We definitely take there. Now, do we push here? I think it's a bit ambitious. I know he's on the diagonal. I think I can play queen across, hit the pawn, bishop across if he castles. He plays queen up, so he's giving me the pawn. So I've got bishop up. If he takes, I'm across now in a bishop. He's got queen across though, so I think I'm going to gamble and take the pawn. He might castle queenside, which he's done. So I think I can take another pawn, but too risky, isn't it? Let's play up and hit the queen. I don't think he'll grab the pawn, he doesn't. The more I simplify it, hopefully the less... Oh, he can't take. He can't take, he walks into a pin. He's blundered it completely. So he's realised he can't take, so that's a good win. Okay, let's see if he goes with g4. He does. Wow, didn't expect that. I think taking the pawn there is a mistake. So let's play the pawns up. I could easily be blundering a tactic here. Man, there's pawns loose there, isn't it? Again, it might be a mistake grabbing these pawns. So if I take, I'm hitting the knight though. Yeah, let's grab the pawn, I'm hitting the knight. I don't think there's any discovery that wins on the spot here, but I might be wrong. So have I got knight up here? Knight up and I'm still hitting the knight. Bishop takes, queen just takes, so no. Let's play knight up. If he castles, I'm threatening the knight. If the knight moves, I've got bishop down. Whoa! Now that I didn't see coming. Okay. Well, I've definitely got bishop down now to hit the queen. Where does he go? Forward, take. Bishop up has got to be the right move. Forward, I just trade in and move the rook. Okay. But now he can't castle, of course. So am I threatening queen check there? Bishop up takes, knight blocks. It's a queen check, he has to move the knight to block. Oh, he moved the wrong piece. Now I think I can go down, hold on. Bishop takes, rook takes, and everything's still guarded, so this should be winning. He takes, so again, keep it clean. No need to get carried away. Up a lot of material here. Bishop up is covered. just play pawn up and look for a bishop check. Or bishop up to c5 and try and get his bishop off the board. Okay, so bishop to c5. Bishop down, I just take it, of course. But I'm going to be up 2 clean knights, so that's got to be winning. So he just resigns, that's a good win. Alright, this is a game of 3-minute blitz, 1952, good luck. Just straight onto the diagonal there. Okay, let's just develop a knight. h4. He shouldn't take with a knight there, he doesn't. But I will take the pawn. I'm going to play e4, I think. Bishop check is very tempting here. Blocks take. Hold on, if I take and he takes back, bishop check, he's got a blocker, hasn't he? So let's go bishop check straight away. Now can I take? Let's take this way. So he plays out wide, so I could take now. I've got to be careful because he's got a rook there as well, of course, with a discovery on me. Yeah, I'm going to sack here. That's castle. I could be just a straight piece down here, of course. I think I am, aren't I? Yeah, I think I'm just a straight piece down. I don't think I've really gained anything here. Queen up trying to come across. So threatening a discovery on the king again. Can he get away with trying to grab? No. So bishop back, he's got rook takes. Knight up looks strong, he takes. Let's go rook across and maybe rook across. Now if I got rook down, queen takes, check. Sorry, he blocks back, doesn't quite work. Bishop down, queen takes. Yeah, it doesn't quite work, does it? I've got to go all in here, of course. I'm clearly busted. Oh, look at the clock. I'm a full minute down as well. A full minute down. Not a great game. Sacrifice clearly didn't work. So again, rook down. If knight takes, I take with a check, but I think he can just block it. Get a pawn to the 7th rank though. But it's my last throw of the dice in it. I'm completely busted, aren't I? I must be. Let's take. He can probably allow me to queen and I'm still busted really. Queen up. So if I queen, I get a rook back, so I'm going to have to go for it. What? He just walked into checkmate, I can't believe that. Wow. 1958, good luck. I think I'll take, I don't want to completely close it down. Oh, dropped a right blunder there, haven't I? He should have pushed immediately there with the diagonal open. Okay, I'll take that one and just push up again. Sidestep and just hit the pawn. I think I'll bring the rook across. Okay, push the pawn. Knight comes in. Okay, I'm going to take... I've got to be careful of this same idea, pawn push to hit the rook. That's what I was concerned about earlier on. I think I can just push a rook up here. Make sure I'm off that file, swing the rook round. Maybe knight across supports both pawns here. Leaving me a bit bogged down, mind, isn't it? A little bit bogged down, but... I think f5 might make sense. Looks a bit dubious, but I think it makes sense. If I go across, he's got bishop down. If I go up, he's got bishop down. So I'll have to drop back. Okay. Ooh. Rook across, bishop up. So I've got to break that pin. I don't think he'll take here, but I've broken the pin, I'm hitting the pawn. Pre-move in case he takes. So he plays across, so I've got knight up. Pawn, ooh, I've got pawn up here actually, haven't I? Let's try and open his king's position up. So he plays rook across. Gain a bishop, lose a queen, gain a pawn just doesn't look right. So let's sack a knight there, but I'm hitting a bishop in return. He takes, so I can take, can I? Okay, so bring the queen up. Now I'm trying to run the pawn and maybe get bishop in some lines, depending on how he plays them. If the queen moves, his rook hangs. So pawn up. Queen takes, pawn takes, doesn't look right. I've got to check though. Oh no, I've got rook takes here. Queen takes. Queen takes. I've got rook down, haven't I? Yeah, I think I've got rook up. Very, very easy to go wrong because he's got moves like rook down, take. So whether he can get in quick enough, I'm not sure he can. I hope he can't. Okay, so that drops a rook. So let's take the free rook. I've got pawn up to support the rook here, I thought. Ooh, queen down doesn't quite work. Ah, rook across. Yeah. Rook across threatens a check to win the queen. He has got a pawn push, but I'm getting the queen off. Maybe he can push the pawn. Oh, that's got to be over, surely. My king's perfectly safe for at least a few moves. I'm just threatening a back rank mate there. So check takes, that's got to be checkmate. So that's a very good win, a complex position, but very good. Right, I'm going to play another game of 3-minute Blitz, trying to get back to 2000. So 1957, good luck. Okay, I'll just push straight up the board here. Just line up to go forward. Now, is it worth sacking? Pawn takes, knight takes, push. I think it's worth a sack there. He could take the queen, be kind of the same difference. Takes the queen. I've got bishop up to get rid of his bishop, but this is all really just about the attack. So get on the diagonal and try and push forward. So he comes in, so I can hit the queen. He's getting trapped, is he? Is that queen just trapped now? I don't see where he goes. It's one of them careless mistakes. It's so easy to make, it really is. Incredibly easy to make. But that's what you see in Puzzle Rush. You see little traps like that when you play Puzzle Rush. Right, now concentrate. I need to finish this now. Okay, so try and get rid of that bishop. Of course, he shouldn't trade off anything else because he's materially down. So now up drops a pawn. So just develop the knight and try and get rid of another piece. Maybe b6 is better actually. Just come in over, force the knight back, push up. Oh, he does trade, he allows the trade. I think it's a mistake. So queen up and rook across, put pressure on the pawn. And now I can push the pawn forward because my queen supports this one. So push and threaten to push again. His knight's a little bit out of the way. At some point I'll push a pawn up so I try and avoid back rank issues, of course. I'll push there, see if I can keep it close, but if he takes, I'll take with a knight and the knight gets active. So he doesn't. So I think bishop up looks very strong now. But if he takes, I actually take the pawn first. So now I can take the knight and win a pawn, pressure on the bishop. That's got to be winning. That's got to be winning, because he's going to have to move the bishop and then I grab the pawn as well. Now, how do I finish this? Because as I've already said, it's so easy to blunder, it really is. Pawn up looks very strong. Yeah, it just threatens checkmate in one, so that's an immediate threat. If he takes, I'm getting the rook further active, or the queen round the back maybe. So I've got queen round, he's got to come across, or I can check and pick up the pawn. That looks useful. So check, and now pick up the pawn as well. With the king in the open, this has got to be winning. Barring any really silly slip-ups. I've got time on the clock, so let's use it. So is that checkmate? That's just checkmate, right? I'm not missing anything. He can't block it. King can't move. It is. Excellent win. Very good. But so easy to blunder like that. It really is so easy. Right, this is 3-minute Blitz, 1971. Good luck. Okay, let's hit the knight and try and play the knight across. He should play queen up and rook across. So how do I want to do it? Let's play a knight up. Take with a bishop, I think. I could take with a knight. He's going to put the queen on one of these squares. He does. I think I will take with the bishop. Oh, castle. He's got bishop up to kick my knight easy enough. Let's go up with f4. Actually, I'd have to take with the f pawn if he takes. He doesn't. So knight in if I can kick the knight. So let's go all in here. Hit the bishop and then hit the knight. If the knight moves, I've got a fork. So he might have to take. He does come forward. So let's go in with the fork first of all. Just hope I'm not blundering letting him in somewhere. Takes the knight, I can take back. Right, so grab the rook. But now I've got a weakness here, so I'm going to take the knight if I get the chance. But then I'm letting his bishop in, aren't I, with a monstrous diagonal. Right, he takes first. Okay, in a way I'm pleased with that. My bishop supports this chain, so he can't just sack his way through. So I think... Ooh, I nearly blundered there. Bishop up. Pin his bishop and try and get rid of it. With only one bishop, it'll be harder for him to blast his way through, I think, here. I hope. So can I get rid of the queen as well? Just put a pawn as far up the board as I can possibly get it. So I've let him in here, that's not good. Pawn up, bishop takes. Takes. He can still take. Take, he takes and he's threatening mate, it's dangerous. I think I have to play it. Not easy. I was looking at rook up, but he's got check. And that just wins on the spot. Wow, how have I messed this up? I have to play up, I think, here. Not playing well, I don't know why. He can just check, I have to go back and he can grab a pawn. So this is the realm of praying for miracles. So I have to let him take that. Bishop check. I might have to just give the piece back. Okay, had to go there or he just has a free rook. So bishop down, probably have to take. Can I play queen somewhere? Rook up. Rook up, there's no check. Oh, there is, there's a check there. Hold on, what's wrong with rook up here? What's wrong with rook up there? If he checks, I can sidestep. Desperately need that queen trapped and off the board with a trade of queens, desperately. So he goes back, so rook across or queen across. Let's bring the queen in over, try and chase him back. He stays forward, wow. Let's play a king up. I'm covering both of the checks. I thought I was. Let's play rook over and up. I am up on the clock. So rook checks I can block. Okay. Still very, very hard, very hard. Let's hit the rook. He's got an open back rank, remember? That's a blunder. Wow, got away with one there. Okay, wants a rematch, good luck. Okay, I think I'll take. Okay, I don't know this line, if this is a known gambit line, I don't know it. Can I stop him immediately castling? He's got bishop up, takes. Okay, I'm going to take. Pawn up and try and get bishop up somewhere, just to try and be a nuisance. So he just pushes, he's clearly going all in. So is bishop up playable? I don't think so. I'm going to push. So he's going to play g5, g4 I guess. g5, maybe h6, g4 anyway. Bishop up, hit the knight. He just plays bishop straight down. So I can grab a pawn, hit rook and knight. He castles, grab a knight. That should be good for me. That should be good for me if he just castles. I grab the knight. There's no direct bishop check to discover on the queen. But it's an ultra aggressive line he's played. Ultra aggressive, so I'll take the gamble up. If it backfires, it backfires. But there's no bishop direct discovery. So I think I can just push pawn here. Is there anything else at all? I've got bishop check first, I guess. Or queen check first. Let's just push the pawn. My king's going to be permanently in the open, isn't it? Permanently. How on earth do I combat this? Let's develop the knight. Did I miss check and maybe a push there? I'm not sure. Knight up fills. I'd like to play knight up, but I can't. Let's play rook across, then knight up maybe. Very, very tricky position to defend. Okay. So let's drop back. Stay on a dark square if I can. Not sure what on earth to play here. I'm going to push a pawn and maybe drop back, but he's just got rook across. And he's playing quickly, he's up on the clock. But I'd like to play knight up and hit the 2. But then he gets rook across and he pins my rook anyway. It's nasty. Potentially very dangerous. Can I run a pawn up the board then? That's surely too risky. Yeah, he comes over. But I think he just wants rook across to pin it. I suspect that's what he wants. No, he doesn't. He allows the trade. So I'll go for that. So now I can potentially actually castle here. Well, let's try and get rid of one of them dangerous rooks. The more I get off the board, the better. Okay, let's just hit the rook. If he comes in, I'll have to play rook back, but then I'll look reasonably safe. Maybe I can actually castle again now. Okay, let's push a pawn up. He can't take because the rook would hang. So just try and push. That's a blunder. He just forgot that the king was protecting it as well, I think. So now I will castle. I can afford to sack one of these pieces, of course. Wow, I cannot believe he's traded that there. That just loses on the spot. Maybe he just didn't see anything better to do, but... that's a good win. Right, another game of Blitz, 1960, good luck. Players up. Okay, I'll take and h6. He's got bishop a3, which is always a nuisance in these lines. So I might have to reroute the knight back so I can castle. Okay, takes. Okay, lets me castle. Now, knight e4 is playable, but he can easily kick it back. But he does put pressure on the pawn initially, I guess. So let's play it up there. I'm really just trying to stop him playing a quick e4. Okay, so what's wrong with bishop up now? I'm threatening a discovery like knight takes. Knight across, I can drop the bishop back. But then he could take, I suppose. Okay, so pawn forward, try and fix this. Then try and develop the knight at some point. He's given me a potential fork now, hasn't he? And the knight supports it. Let's see what he plays. Okay, so I can take. Queen takes. I don't see anything better there, so I'm going to take and develop the knight. Just try and keep it straightforward. Yeah, I can't really stop him playing e4, I don't think. He just goes e3. So f5 is tempting there, but knight up I think makes sense. Just look to jump forward, develop the rook, maybe drop the queen back and put a pawn up the board. Okay, let's go forward. Oh, he takes, so he's now got a weakened king's position, so I want the queen to come back now, I think. Although rook across and maybe push looks interesting. Maybe I should have played an f5 actually to fix this pawn before he pushes. Bit late now, so I'll take one. Okay, he allows me to push here. I'm well up on the clock, so I'm happy to go into an endgame and try and flag him. It's materially level, of course, and my bishop's a little bit out of the game, but his knight's not doing much better. So pressure on the pawn if his rook moves across. So he pushes. So I could just grab a pawn there, but then, do I end up worse off? Takes, pushes. King across. I think I'm alright. So I've cut his knight off completely, at least for a few moves. So go back with tempo and hit the pawn. So now I've got an outside pass pawn. King up. I can't kick his king though, that's annoying. So I hit the knight. And bishop back. I just push this as fast as I can. Now this side. Yeah, his knight's on the wrong square again, he can't really do anything with it. But I've got a minute here, I need to take my time. Take my time, so surely just push. Well, there's the big problem out the way. So I can stop his knight coming forward again. So that's a good win. Knight 1958, good luck. Right, is he going to make a move? Okay, it says good connection, maybe he just doesn't want to move. Not to worry. 1975, good luck. I'll play Caro-Kann. Okay. Oops, I meant to pick the pawn up there, not the king, of course. Okay, pawn up. So I've got e5 and c5 as tempting moves. e5. He's got knight takes. Yeah, no, not that then. Let's just chuck a pawn forward. Try not to trap the queen, of course. I can step back, I thought. So let's drop back and drop back. Knight forward, I'll trade the bishop, so I'll pre-move that in case his knight moves, which it did. Okay, so he's looking at just trying to grab a pawn. So I guess king across makes sense. So now maybe I can push, but then I get permanently pinned down. Okay, let's just sidestep. If I'd have pushed there, he could have dropped the bishop back and there was still a permanent pin. If he comes in though, I can quite happily trade bishops. Otherwise I'll try and push a pawn, I think. There he goes back, so let's just push the pawn. He may be looking to get bishop on the diagonal there. Okay, I'll take. So I've actually got bishop right up the board. Yeah, I've just got to be careful I don't blunder some sort of tactic threatening mate. Right now it isn't on. I just got to watch out for that. But maybe I've got queen across. Oh, now I've got bishop over. Just hits the diagonal, threatens to take if the queen moves. That should be good enough to win, but has he got a reply? So take with a rook, so his rook is pinned. just didn't see it. That's a good win. Alright, this is 3-minute Blitz. That's 1966. Good luck. Wow, he plays forward. Okay. So I'll just grab that and play rook across, I guess. Okay. Try not to blunder any tactics here. Okay, now I don't mind if he takes that bishop, I don't think. So I'm just going to try and gain a bit of space. Okay, let's go forward again. Knight in, f5, knight in, takes, takes. Yeah, maybe not, maybe rook across. Has he done bishop back? Right, now I will play knight in and knight forward, I guess. So he's played pawn up, so knight in. So knight takes, doesn't work. So I'm trying to put pressure on the long diagonal here. Oh, we can take, okay. So have I got knight back? Let's just grab the bishop. Yeah, I've been so slow again this game. Ridiculously slow. Got 2 pieces for the rook. Now can I get my knight back into play? If not, then it's a dead piece. Yeah, how the heck has he gone so fast? Let's hit the rook. Oh, I can just pin it now. So cross takes, check. Nope. Got to drop back, but look at it. How on earth has he gone so quick as this? Oops, trying to put it on a wrong square there. Oh, I've got a terrible position. Oh, he's just blundered a queen. Wow, I can't believe that. Very lucky. Right, 1957, good luck. You have to be careful in these lines because the bishop sacrifice is often playable. Okay, so he's opened the file up for my rook. So I'll drop back, develop the knight and prepare queenside castling. Not sure I actually will castle queenside, but prepare it. So knight down, where do I want to go? I think I'll just go back where I was. Okay, comes forward again. Okay, up, so I was looking at queen up here, or maybe even knight up. Takes, doesn't quite work. If I castle, you can storm there, but I think it's got to be worth a risk. And maybe rook up. And then try and double the rooks up. Threaten to bring knight over and sack. But I could even maybe sack with the rook. Then take with a check, that could be interesting. Probably doesn't work, but I'm going to line it up. So rook down I can take. He might bail out and just take the knight. Plays rook up. It's logical. Pawn up I don't think works. Let's play rook across and hit the queen. And try and again prepare knight coming in potentially. Okay, so knight in is playable. Oh, he's blundered his queen. I nearly missed it, he's just blundered his queen. Put it on the wrong square. Okay. Right, this is a game of 3-minute blitz. 1966, good luck. Let's just keep it fairly straightforward. So it gives me a chance to take there. I don't want to keep the extra bishop. It's just castle for now. I'm just going to try and gain some space if I can. Okay, so again I can take, but I think I'll push forward. I've got to be really careful about the diagonal here. I'm going to play f4. It's an unusual looking move, but I want to try and challenge this diagonal. Okay. G4 is very tempting. I'm not sure it's any good, but it's very tempting. Let's just support the bishop for now. So he wants a5, pawn up's no good. Let's put the bishop in the middle and drop the knight maybe back. Where do I want the knight to go? Maybe down here. So I need a square for the bishop. Actually, I'll play here. I'll move the queen up, I think, and bring the knight round this way. Maybe G4 is tempting. Oh, it's my move. He's moved. I didn't hear that he'd moved. Okay, that's my hearing. I'm going to give him a chance to take. If he does, I'll grab the knight. So now try and put some pressure on the diagonal. Okay, sees that well done, otherwise pawn can push. Let's try and move the rook across. Okay. I'm going to still take there and just drop back. And now I can get the rook on the file and try and pressure the pawn if I can just get this out of the way. Whether I can, of course, is a big debate. Completely different matter. Rook across. So he's got bishop down. I should be just completely busted here. He's going to mop these pawns up. I don't see any way to really do anything better. I should have gone to f1 there. No, he drops back. Okay. Let's hit the bishop then. Okay, now I'll come across and hit the pawn. So knight down to cover this square. Okay. See if he takes. He does. So now there's another target. A knight in to try and pressure the pawn. So what does he want? Knight check, I'll just take. So I'm threatening to take a pawn now. This is pinned. Maybe I can edge forward as well. Okay, so he's missed it, but after he goes back, I don't think he did actually miss that, because if I take and he drops back, I'm going to then get the rook hit and the pawn hit. So grab the pawn, and now I've got the same problem if he goes across somewhere. So let's grab another pawn. He's doing very, very well, isn't he? Come back. Now maybe get my knight forward. Then go in. Ah, he does take. Well, a little bit lucky, but a good win.